Good news, hooray. Yes, Chris Marcus back with you on the Arcadia Silver Network. Unfortunately, Paul, this guy, I wonder if Jeff Christian would have considered debating him. I wonder if he was in Jeff's league. We'll keep this one quick, but here I just mentioned in the last video about Commissioner Dunn, and who was Commissioner Dunn? So basically, Commissioner Stone, who you see in the Silver Thursday video, became visibly strained in October, and Reed Dunn took over. And how focused was Reed on these shorts? Commissioner Reed Dunn, who was busily examining the silver situation from the standpoint of the longs, had scant time to bother about the condition of the shorts. He was busy. Maybe similar, maybe he was looking into climate change like current acting Commissioner Ralston Benham. Dunn was particularly interested in finding out about the identity of the 45 accounts at Banco Populaire in Switzerland who were buying plenty of silver and flying it out of the U.S. So, again, despite being tasked with protecting the public, it seems like some selective stuff. Although, didn't I read just a couple pages ago that they already had 500 employees back in 1979. So if the main guy couldn't do it, could he get some help? Or even like in today's thing, where even if Ralston Benham can't figure out what's going on and none of the other employees there can, I figured it out all by myself, wrote up the evidence and sent it to them, but that does not seem to be much more effective, as was the case with Commissioner Reed Dunn back in 1979. So anyway, if you're calling your local congressman or writing some emails today, or actually, I'll tell you better what. It's on my list of things to do. And when I mention these things on the show, it's not just because I'm being completely lazy. That factors in. Although I've been doing this for years, as many people as I conceivably can during a day. And when I get the ideas like, could we write something up that people could just copy and paste and submit somewhere? My answer is, as long as it's peaceful, legal, moral, and with integrity and ethics, I support and applaud anything. There's no set formula. And yes, I imagine at some point we'll get to that. Although if there's someone, whether in Wall Street Silver or elsewhere, that writes something up and what is Silver Shell Game, I believe, is Chris Lunda's Twitter handle. He's doing a lot of great stuff. So maybe if someone writes that up and tweets it to him, I've retweeted a lot of his messages. I'm sorry if I'm getting the exact handle incorrect, but yes, any of these things, and if there are other people who don't want to write something but can help organize in any way, because it's not an accident what's happening. I guess that's one of the things that's really stood out to me over the past couple months, where, you see it happen back then, it's happening again today, and really I would imagine that it's going to continue to happen as long as the same people are, running the show. But again, if someone brings about legal justice, that's great. And I do have a team of people that are now moving that forward. And if you are interested in being added to the legal list for developments there or potential meetings that we have from time to time, how about we say you could email the Big Silver Short at arcadiaeconomics.com. Please, if possible, just keep it short. If you say, I would like to be added to the legal list, we have a whole bunch of lists. We're organizing as much as possible, as quickly as possible. And answering a lot of people, coordinating a lot of things. So, but perhaps more so just that you don't feel like you need me to do it. You can go, you see there's other people on my Twitter feed, a lot of whom are helping out. And anything that you think is a good idea in line with, integrity, please don't hurt anyone physically. I just pray that, and I'll keep making that clear. But if you contact people, find, I hear about Project Veritas. So if somebody knows the folks there, many people have suggested the Joe Rogan show. take one of the files or one of the videos, send it there. I do any of the places that ask me to speak about it, I do. So working on getting someone who can just spend more time booking talks. But, you know, it doesn't need to be me. This isn't about me. This is about people who want an honest and free market. So, geez, I mean, if you're understanding some of this stuff, start booking yourself as a guest. Other people, just start creating YouTube channels if you're really into this. Whatever is the way, you know, and if you just want to watch and learn, that's great too. I'm not trying to pressure anybody to do what I think they should. I think you should go live a good life, and hopefully the things we're talking about here are helpful and in line with that. So, but, you know, again, with that said, I'm hearing a lot of great ideas, and I would just say you don't need to get my permission by all means, and not that people are asking that, but yeah, anyone who can help and just getting the truth out, because especially in such highly levered markets, I don't think it takes a lot for this to crumble, especially when these guys bluff all in every hand. It's like the wild cowboy in those online poker tournaments, and sooner or later, I mean, we're finding out how. In fact, maybe what I will do is I'll turn on the hot tub and start reading some Jeffrey Williams' Manipulation on Trial. And as a special thank you for everyone who watched the earlier video, I will give the secret answer. Not so secret anymore, but I was mentioning how it wasn't actually the U.S. government that brought the case. Check this out. If you see the top paragraph there, awarded the plaintiff, Minpico, a Peruvian government-owned metals marketing firm. Well, I guess Peruvian government, but and I was thinking that's kind of weird. Let's see here, those highlights here. I mean, he talks about basically how this was like a crapshoot. They were doing this on the fly. They didn't even have a known definition of manipulation. So lots of good stuff in here. I'm going to fire up the hot tub so I can begin generating additional alpha with each page. Because obviously, as any silver investor knows, you get, you know, if you're investing outside of the hot tub, you're losing out on that alpha. Wow, look at these beautiful roses behind me. Wow, nice sunset. What a silvery day here in carefree Arizona. And with that said, I will check back in, and maybe we'll go over the LBMA's little rounding error from the tub. Who knows? But hope you're having a great morning, and I will see you again soon.